I just realized the more time you spend with God and with Jesus, you start to get more clarity. Life just starts to make more sense. Things that were confusing just become a lot more clear and a lot more simple too, right? But the problem is, that seems like such a good thing, but the problem is that actually feels uncomfortable. When things become simpler and quote unquote easier, when hard things become easier, when confusing things become more clear, when complex things become more simple, it actually feels uncomfortable. Why? It's because we grow up in this society where everything is all so complex for no reason. Well, obviously there is a reason, because the devil is the god of confusion and the devil is the god of this world. So that's what we're in naturally. We're naturally in a state of confusion. Our family is naturally in a state of confusion. Look at the world, bro. Boys don't even know they're boys. Girls don't even know they're girls. I don't even know how many genders it is these days. So when things become more simple, you feel like you're the villain. When things become more simple, you feel like something's wrong, because we're in a world of confusion, bro. When things become more simple and clear and easier, think about that. Think about how crazy that is. When complex things become simple, it feels like a lie. I'm watching all these health videos, trying to learn how to eat healthy so I can have a clear mind, so I can, get into like writing and public speaking and all that. So I need a clear mind to do this stuff, right? As I'm doing this, I think about these fitness YouTubers I used to watch. They're like, oh my gosh, you didn't realize how broccoli is ruining your life. Broccoli? You need to stop eating fruit because it has too much sugar. You telling me to stop eating fruit, bro? I'm eating Taco Bell right now. I think that's a good transition. It is that simple, but of course, are they gonna make it that simple? No, things are simple, bro. That's why I only made one video on how to hear from God. Why? Because there's not all these a trillion different types of methods. There's like 4 different ways you're going to hear from God. I only needed one video. Holy Spirit spoke through me to make that video. I'm not finna make 20 videos just to get views, bro. That's lying. That's like deception. When things become more clear and more simple, it actually feels uncomfortable. When you spend more time with God, things will become more clear and more simple. This life is very, very simple. People make it complicated because the devil is working through those people. And when you're in a state of confusion, thinking there's all these different options, there's all these different religions, there's all these different types of diets, keto, paleo, vegan, vegetarian, 1 meal a day, intermittent fasting, all these, oh my gosh. We think that having endless options is a good thing, but endless options just leads to confusion. Endless options is not the move. It is very simple and straightforward when it comes to diet, when it comes to another thing that I'm learning is business, and that God is really, really helping me understand how simple business is. I'll give you an example. When I was in 7th grade, I was 12 years old. I did the best business deal I've ever did in my entire life at 12 years old. Now, I'm 25 now, but I turned like 18, 19, 20. I'm watching all these gurus on the internet trying to figure out how to make money online, right? And I'm so confused. How do you do business? And I spent the last 6-7 years trying to manifest millions. But I made the best business deal of my life before I even watched any of these videos when I was 12 years old. This is what I did, right? My friend came to school, right? Actually, I didn't even know this guy. That's the crazy thing. I didn't even know this guy. This is how we became best friends though, right? I seen him. I was like, bro. Cause the day before I saw him trading video games with somebody. So the next day I said, bro, you got PS3? He said, yeah. I was like, I got PS3, bro. What games you got, bro? I want to trade with you. He said, I got this, and this. I said, I got this, and this. You want to trade this for that? He said, yeah. I said, you want to trade Sniper Ghost Warrior for Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare? He said, yeah. We went home that day. We stuck the video game inside the backpack. Cause black folks, your dad don't want you trading no video games or doing nothing, cause he paid his hard-earned money for that Call of Duty or that Sniper Ghost Warrior, right? I don't care. It's a trade, Dad. He don't gotta know. So I went home, I put the video game in my backpack, and then I came to school the next day. We traded, we swapped, and then I was like, I don't know what I asked him, but I was like, I don't know, I asked him something. We became best friends. We became best friends from that day on. We ended up getting a whole house together a couple years later. That was the greatest business deal I ever did in my entire life. How did I forget that? Because I entered a state of confusion. Things were simple when I was 12, right? And then things got complex when I became a teenager, when I became an adult, right? God is not the author of confusion, bro. Satan is the author of confusion. So if you feeling confused, it's because it's the devil. And when you get to that state of feeling more clear, let me calm down. When you get to that state of feeling more clear and focused, it's actually going to feel uncomfortable at first. You're going to think you're doing something wrong. Why? Because this world is confusing. But all I'm doing is I'm just letting you know when you get to that place, you're doing the exact right thing. I'm telling you, keep going. That's it. I love you. I'll see you in the next video. God bless you, man.